If you need some coins to add some ballers to your team, make sure you go ahead and check out mudreserve.com. Fast service, great rates, no need to rely on pack luck. Get yourself some coins, buy the players you want, use code SPREE at checkout for 15% off.
What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having another fantastic day today. You can call me Spree and welcome back to another video. Now we got a good one in store for you today. As you can tell by the thumbnail, by the title, last weekend for Weekend League, we matched up with probably the best no money spent content creator on YouTube, Mikemaacc. If you've been following the channel for a while, you'll know your boy has been grinding, has been trying to get a little bit better. But if you want to go check out a goon when it comes to no money spent, building a team, entertaining content, definitely go ahead and check Mikemaacc out. I'll throw a link to his channel down in the description below. Now I'm gonna be honest, at the time I didn't even realize who we'd matched up with. I was so locked in with Weekend League. Last week we ended up with the best record we've had all year, but today let's go ahead and break down our gameplay against probably the no money spent GOAT on YouTube. Before we get into it, if you enjoy the video, if you enjoy the content, if you have a good time, definitely consider popping down, hitting that subscribe button down below. If you like the video, why not go ahead, hit that little thumbs up button down below as well. But let's get into it. Let's go check out the team we're working with and let's see how we went. No money spent team versus no money spent team. All right, diving into it, this is the team that we were working with last week for Weekend League. The only exception is going to be Quinton Nelson. Everyone else is still exactly the same. Overall, offensive line looking pretty solid. For my team though, it's all about the skill positions. Tight end, we've got some good receivers. We have Josh Allen with Gunslinger, absolutely making plays. Reggie Bush, one of the best running backs in the game. Our offense is definitely able to ball out for us. Over on the defensive side of the ball, this is what we've been working with. Last weekend, we were finally able to pick up another backup safety that I could put at linebacker. We picked up Marcus May. The other big addition was going ahead and picking up Taylor Mays. He's got 94 speed on the team. This dude is an absolute baller as a user. Those two additions were actually huge with me being able to make sure I could set up my defense exactly how I wanted to. Looking at our corners, not the best corners, but definitely a solid group. And then our defensive line with a few abilities, definitely going out there and making plays for us. So that's the team we're currently working with. I am planning to make a ton of upgrades to the no money spent team. We have a bunch of coins, a bunch of treats, a bunch of training. We're going to really go in and make a bunch of big time upgrades to the team as well. So definitely keep an eye out for that. But let's go ahead, let's go jump to the gameplay. Let's see how we went against Mikemaacc. Now unfortunately this is going to be a post-con. We are going to go back and review. That is going to be his top three: Calico, Denzel, Byron Jones. Definitely a solid group out there. Unfortunately, when I get into Weekend League, I really lock in, especially those later few games. I think I was at maybe 23, maybe 24 games played at this point. So I was really looking to get dubs. We were right on the edge of making sure we could get top 100 last week. So I needed to make sure I was locking in. Starting off on defense, he's moving the ball. He's making his reads. He's taking his time, but we're able to put him under a little bit of pressure. He's slowly moving up the field. Right here, he puts me in a position where I have to try cover two routes. He gets the big dot up the field and he is moving. I know this guy can play well. Unfortunately, obviously, I didn't know at the time that we were playing against him. I think in my head that probably prepared me a little bit better. When you see someone's name that you recognize, you definitely start to feel a little bit differently. You feel a little bit more pressure. So I think it probably helped that I didn't know at the time who it was. But as you can see, he's moving down the field. He is already in the red zone and he's already used up most of the first quarter. Right here, I switch it up. As you can tell, we run a lot of coverage. I'm all about zone, but I do throw in a bit of man here and there just to mix things up. Right here, come on Jamal, you got to do better for me, baby. That could have been a big time play. We go to 3rd and goal. As you can see, I'm switching up my defense quite a lot. He makes a great read. That option route is such a difficult thing to stop. He comes out in the fullback dive. We expect that he goes for the air truck. He gets the first animation, but we hit him again and we're able to get the stop right there. Now we're in a bad position. We're at the 1 yard line. I need some time. We take a step to the right, we get enough time, and we get this dot to Calico to give ourselves a little bit of breathing room. Now we're sitting in this 3-3-5 by the looks of things. It looks like man coverage, so we know we just need to make some reads right here. His acrobat goes crazy, but we put the ball exactly where we need to. 2 plays, and we get ourselves a touchdown. That is a huge score right there. We put ourselves in a good position. We do get ball at half as well, so that's exactly what we like to see. We're coming straight back out on defense, and we know the way we've been playing defense: bend but don't break. We don't want to give up any big scores. As you can see though, he is driving up the field, he's making his reads, he's taking his time. All I'm trying to do is mix up kind of what I'm trying to do on defense. Absolute laser right there. Throws the flood in between my zones. That was definitely a really good play right there. I send the spy. He had his guy open a little bit later, but he gets the inaccurate throw right there. 2nd and 10. An absolute laser all the way just outside the red zone. If we back it up a little bit, brother, where are you going? Come on, man. This is weekend league. I need the wins. We want to get the best rewards possible. I can't have you doing things like that. Moving up the field though, he's doing a good job, especially of just moving down the field. Right here, very close to a touchdown. Rod Woodson with his 90 zone, he animates, he makes a play. That's what we like to see. I do start to send a little bit of pressure. We nearly get the pick right there. I think Acrobat would have done it. Right here, we get our cornerback coming in free. He throws it inaccurate, and he ends up taking a 3. So that's definitely a smart decision. Weekend league, you got to take the points when they're there. Now we get the ball back with just over a minute to go in the first half. We get an opportunity to go up 2 scores. Right here, he hits us with a bit of pressure from the big nickel. We go with a screen trying to get out there, unable to get the first down. We do audible. I like this play. You go from bunch to bunch offset, trying to pick up and get a good run. Right here, we have threat detector. We know exactly that he's sending a lot of pressure. We set up the cover 3 beater. That was open, but that is not what you need to do when your opponent is sending pressure. I need time in the pocket for that play, and right there we did not have time. I had the in route, it was open, I got greedy, I looked for the big score, and unfortunately we weren't able to do anything. In the end though, well, that didn't cost us. He wasn't able to get any points to end the first half, so we're still in a pretty good position. I want to stay balanced. One of the big things that I found last week in Weekend League that really worked for me was trying to manage the clock really successfully. As you can see, he's running the big nickel. You can see the show blitz. He's got his safeties coming down, sending a lot of pressure. So sometimes we just need to be able to make those quick reads. Right here, sending another guy off the edge. We're able to move away from the running back manned up, and we make the read right there. So we're slowly moving up the field. We're using up a little bit of clock at the same time, and we're making him kind of do things on defense, making sure he's not able to just send a lot of pressure at us over and over again. Right here, he sends a lot of pressure. He sends 6. I don't actually know how he didn't come in a little bit quicker, but we got a little bit lucky there. We see threat detector. We know he's not sending anyone. I thought we could catch him with this screen, and unfortunately his guy goes out to the hard flats, and that's exactly what he needs to do to stop the screen. So we got up 7. I'll take a full score lead. We've been pretty good on defense. Right here, we stop all of his reads. He takes off, and he should have gone down a little bit sooner. That was definitely unlucky, but I am definitely going to take that. Just under a minute actually to go in the third quarter. Right here, we go for the run play. If we back it up a second, one of the things I really like about this play is it has this RPO where I could have thrown square right there. I should have done it. That would have been a touchdown. That would have been an even bigger lead. Right there, we went for the run. We are trying to use the clock. We're into the fourth quarter. I'm very happy right now with a field goal. I'm all about trying to get the win. I'm not too fussed if we have to settle for 3. Right here, I actually tried to get the slant to come over. I snapped it a little bit early. He ended up blocking. We end up having to throw the ball away. Our first incompletion, and we do end up going up 2 scores. So in this position, I feel pretty good. He's been driving really well. He's been able to move the ball. He hasn't thrown any picks. He's made really good reads, but we have only made sure he scored 3 points. So we've done a pretty solid job so far, and he's going to continue to dot us up right here. Jermichael Finley goes bonkers. 1, 2, 3 guys taking names as he moves up the field. First and 10, but he is taking a little bit of time to go through and make all of his reads. Right here, we only send 2. Both of our dudes got pancaked, but we have a lot of really good coverage right here. Eventually, we get the sack. At the moment, we are using a lot of clock. He is going to have to get down the field and score twice. So right here, getting out of bounds, super important for him if he wants to be able to make plays in this game. Now right here, this is unfortunate. I'm caught in no man's land. We're going across the field. I thought I had the lurk, and we did not animate right there. That was super unfortunate. I thought we could have iced that right there. He tried something a little bit different. He's got like the verticals or the inside cross play, I think it is, with the tight end coming up the field. 2nd and 10, a minute and a half remaining. He's been looking for this, I think, throughout the most of the game, the deep in route from the other side of the field. We are finally able to lurk it right there, and that is going to be a wrap right there. Defense pretty solid. He did get unlucky with that fumble. I definitely expect the fact that he probably was smashing square at the same time and it just didn't animate for him. But we did end up getting the dub right there. And just like that, we are now 1 for 2 against YouTubers with the No Money Spend team. Earlier in the year, right at the beginning of the year, we came up against Nms Mikemaacc. We took an L right there. Mikemaacc. I wouldn't be surprised if we match up again in the future as well. So definitely keep an eye out for that. That was a fun one. It's really cool to be able to play some of the guys that you look up to. So definitely an absolute goon right there. Go ahead and check out his channel if you haven't already. But yeah, that is going to be it for today, folks. Definitely keep an eye out for the upgrades we're going to be making to the No Money Spent team. We will be jumping back into Weekend League, trying to grind everything out, seeing if we can try to secure a top 100 for the month. I don't think we're going to quite get there. My first couple of weeks weren't the greatest, but we're going to try our best to see if we can get some really good rewards as well. Thank you very much for coming through. Take it easy, everyone. You can call me Spree, and we out.